Here's everything we know about the 2023 Land Rover Defender 80. Land Rover is now introducing the Land Rover Defender 80 on a shorter wheelbase, and this is what we know. The Land Rover Defender is a mid-sized SUV that was launched in the 80s and was initially known as the Land Rover Defender 90, the number 90 representing the wheelbase, which was closer to 93 inches. The name was officially changed to Defender in the 90s when Land Rover launched the Discovery and needed all its SUVs to have a proper name. It was well received most of its life, and yet in 2016, the Defender was discontinued because it could no longer keep up with emission control. Rather than fudging up emission numbers, Jaguar Land Rover, now owned by the Indian Tata Motors, decided to withdraw the product while they worked on a new one. In 2019, the 2020 Land Rover Defender was launched, though it's no longer as rugged and utilitarian as the older Defender was, and has become more luxurious. To fill in the gap created by its engineering change, Land Rover is now introducing the Land Rover Defender 80 on a shorter wheelbase. This is what we know of its 2023 launch. A junior version is the perfect entry. The all-new 2020 Land Rover Defender has been well received, and most motoring experts dub it still a Defender, but not as we know it. The interiors have been upgraded to luxury levels and the looks are pretty different from what we know the Defender as. But this update has created a utilitarian gap in the Land Rover Defender line, the reason why JLR is now launching the Defender 80. The underpinnings are likely to come from the Tata Harrier, a compact SUV sold in India by JLR's parent company, Tata Motors. The 80 is likely to stand for the wheelbase again, much like the Defender 90 and 110 being offered as the 2-door and 4-door versions. The competition is varied. The base model is likely to be priced at $30,000 to go head-to-head with the Ford Bronco and Jeep Wrangler. Higher-end trims will range from $35,000 to $45,000 and could then take on the luxury subcompacts such as the Audi Q3, BMW X1, and Volvo XC40. Not much is known about the trim levels though, and since the launch is expected in 2022, the news will trickle in slow and steady with JLR playing its cards close to its heart. The engine and other specs. Which engine could power the Defender 80? Since there is no information available yet, it's all speculation. The world is going electric, so the Land Rover 80 could be a hybrid engine, or else one of Land Rover's existing engines could also be used. A turbocharged 3-cylinder is one option, or there's the turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-cylinder engine used in Discovery Sport and the Range Rover Evoque, good for some 260 horses. Since this is a compact SUV, Defender 80 should boast a decent fuel economy, although figures are likely to be revealed closer to the release. An all-wheel or four-wheel drive is likely to be standard, and there may be air suspension put in for better ground clearance with an off-road driving mode. While the Defender 80 is smaller than the 90 and the 110, it may fill in that off-roading gap in the Land Rover line by having enough features to make it an able off-roader. If we go by what the Tata Harrier is, the Defender 80 is likely to be built in a 4-door body style with enough room for 4 adults, plus storage space for gear and luggage. There may even be a carpet-less model for a rough day in the outdoors to make cleanup easier, the way it is in a Wrangler, and now a Bronco. The higher-end models can be all about leather and luxury, heated seats, and climate control as well as ambient lighting. The 2020 Defender 90 and 110 have debuted a new Pivi Pro infotainment system, so we are assuming it will carry forward in the Defender 80 as well, even if the 10.1-inch touchscreen goes smaller. Over-the-air software updates are a standard feature, as are Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. More on the baby Land Rover. The media is calling the Land Rover Defender 80 the baby Land Rover since it's the smallest sibling of this line. That said, there may be nothing childlike about its performance, considering that this is the car likely to be the new off-roader from the Defender line. It's likely to come replete with plenty of driver assistance features with more advanced tech. Automated emergency braking and pedestrian detection should be standard, as lane departure warning and lane keeping assist. The Land Rover Defender 80 is also likely to come with adaptive cruise control, and the warranty is likely to be 4 years or 50,000 miles, as is standard with the other Defender models. The Defender 80 is likely to find favor with those looking for a compact SUV, at an affordable price, especially with an adventurous bent of mind. The Jeep Wrangler already has competition with the new Ford Bronco, and now, with the Defender 80, it becomes a buyer's market in the off-roading sector, which is a good thing.